All right, everyone. Just getting this started. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Welcome, SpeedGaming 5 to the winner's bracket. This match against Kipp versus Gebbu. Two excellent runners. Super excited to do this. I'm here with, my name is Eddie, and I'm here casting this race. And yeah, just so excited to get this race going on. Kipp versus Gebbu. This is a finals tier match. For everyone who doesn't know, Kipp is, a forefront member of this community. Also, just happens to be one of the strongest Super Metroid runners in existence. Believe currently has a 42-31, and honestly, if you're in the 42 range, you are a very, very elite runner. Kipp, known for being, an extremely consistent runner, huge, probably one of the biggest veterans when it comes to races as well. Knows a lot of good race strats and just is overall excellent at this game. Now, that being said, we have Gebbu. Gebbu, a little bit more under the radar. However, Gebbu, pretty much at the beginning of this month, was also a 42 runner. However, Gebbu was, I think he had a 42.58 at one point. That being said, in this same month, Gebbu decided to come back from running 100% and went straight into doing any percent and pretty much knocked 40 seconds off of his PB, which is unheard of for a time in the 42 range. So Gebbu currently on the leaderboards, tied with Soldiers with the 42-14. Lynx is the one that kind of goaded Gebbu into this tournament, and Lynx once told me, Gebbu is actually like a 41 caliber runner. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's see. And then you tune into Gebbu's stream, and he's getting absurd paces all the time. So honestly, Gebbu has the higher PB, but Kipp is a massive veteran when it comes to these races. So it's going to be really exciting to see. We have Gebbu, this monster that's coming out, ready to maybe try to push for that 41, and Kipp being this master veteran of races. And honestly, this is just gonna be this is such an exciting race. I'm so glad to be able to commentate this one. All right, so we have both runners coming out of series, honestly, already neck and neck. And ooh, Gebbu getting steamed right there. The craziest thing is seeing Gebbu get steamed right there and coming out with a 45-34 time. I think anytime I get steamed in the elevator room, I'm pretty much coming out with I don't even get a 40 in there. I'm gonna have like a 39 or a 38 or something like that. But Gebbu showing that quick recovery in series. I feel like most people don't even have a backup in that room. You just get steamed and it's an auto reset. But just really amazing to see that recovery and coming out with a good time. So Gebbu taking that nice little 1 second lead on Kipp there, but still the beginning of the game, plenty of more Super Metroid to go. All right, so now we have both of these runners heading straight down to grab that first morph ball and awaken the planet. Right, both players playing with that moonfall strategy to get that unlocked fall speed. No non moonwalkers here. All right, so definitely something to definitely consider is, a lot of these races we would ask, are these players going to run old route or new route? Both of these runners being, elite players at the top of the leaderboards will be running almost certainly the new route path. The only maybe deviation we would expect to see is if they choose to do something like the Crate first. We have seen Kipp do that in the tournament. However, I don't know if Kipp is going to take that sort of safety against Gebbu, knowing that Gebbu has literally been cranking out 42s after 42s in the last, week or so. Kipp, being said, master of consistency, has I believe in almost all of his races just cranked out a 43 just like that. the average one of these players are better than my personal best. Those are some times that I could hopefully achieve one day in my life. I'd like to achieve those times, but these players are so strong that right now I can't even envision myself getting something like that. All right, so Gebbu taking a little bit of fall in the pit room, not getting that super fast strat. Kipp also taking a little bit of fall, but both players recovering very quickly. Now we'll see the climb. Gebbu going for the wall jump climb, Kipp opting to go for the ledge grab climb. So a little stylistic difference here. Kipp, I believe, has a lot of strategies that are maybe a little bit more tailored for that consistency, because ultimately, if you want to get those good race times, and you want to get just good times overall, you're going to need consistency one way or another. So if you go for those harder strats, yes, you might get a faster time every once in a while, but that consistency strung together across 100 rooms is what's going to get you a good time in the end. All right, so Gebbu taking a little bit of a lead here. Wow, this bombs time though. 443 bombs. Now that's kind of like the typical, high level bombs time that you'll see. That 443 is just honestly an incredible bombs time. All right, so Gebbu opting to go for that pixel perfect bomb Torizo setup, and Kipp doing the stay a little bit further back and then push bomb Torizo back into the wall strat. Both completely viable. More than one way to play Super Metroid. Excellent. Both players getting that quick kill. Gebbu might have to rely on a little bit of RNG here. Okay, yeah, so Gebbu coming out with only 4 missiles. Probably will be fine. We'll pick up a little extra missile pack on his way down to Terminator. Wow. Look at both of these players just neck and neck at this Alcatraz room. It's interesting how you can see the stylistic difference. I believe Kipp is going for the free Terminator strat where you just shoot. Gebbu is going to try to save a few frames by doing the arm pump strategy here. That being said, I think a result of doing the arm pump Terminator strat is he did not get that extra farm from that bug. So yeah, has to do a little stop to grab both of those farms. Both players will be using some missiles, and you don't want to have to rely on the RNG of these pirates to give you that missile. Yep, so you want to come out of here with full health and 2 missiles, and that's because in the next room after this, in Green Brinstar, you're going to want to do 2 P shots, 1 missile. So you have 1 missile left, and that's going to kill 2 bugs. Both of them will drop a missile pack. Missile packs gives you 2. So a little bit of math, that adds up to 5 to open up that door to the early supers. Yeah, it's incredible. You can really see the caliber of, just look at how close these runners are side by side. That's just how you know that they're really at that top tier level of run. When you're achieving those elite times, they're going to look identical. The rooms are going to look, many of these rooms are going to look very identical. So look at them, just side by side. A little bit of little bumps in that room. However, because both of them made a bump, they're right around the same point. All right, so one little stylistic difference there. You might have noticed Gebbu jumping through that door. That'll slightly fix the door. However, it makes the room significantly harder because you have to K-go through a bug, taking a little bit of damage to really be optimal and not lose time. Kipp opting to just run through the door, not fix the door, and just doing the standard jump mockball strat. Both players grabbing that charge beam. We'll need that to complete the game. Otherwise, you'll have to be grabbing, probably 60 super packs or something like that. Okay. So Kipp taking a very slight lead here. Let's see if they'll go for the bug boost here. Tough trick. Both players absolutely will do it. Okay, nice. Kipp getting it and Gebbu getting it. Excellent. Something to know, coming into this room, you may have noticed that both of them jump through the door and really try to get into the door from the bottom. And the reason why you do that is you fix the door as well. So there's less time lost in the door transition. Both of them getting a great door transition fix right there. Nice. Both players getting up that red tower. Let's see these. Okay, Kipp opting to go for the bugs farm strat. And Gebbu going for the deboost strat. So Kipp making sure that he stays nice and healthy for this Phantoon fight, has some great resources. Gebbu having more standard resources when you're trying to go really, really fast and go for optimal strategies. So in terms of resources, Kipp in that slight little advantage. Otherwise, time-wise, they're about pretty much at the same spot. Excellent. Gebbu going for the optimal strat where you jump and open the door. Now that is a little bit riskier, but gets that door, so saves, a few frames on Kipp right there. Excellent. So Gebbu also saving another second there. Opting to do a strat where you lay the power bomb at a lower point, you sacrifice a super missile from one of the cactuses. You don't actually need all 5 supers here. But Kipp doing the more standard strat where, costs a little, probably an extra second, but you do get that extra super, just in case. Hey, here comes the moat. This is, Okay, Kipp has the CWJ temp. He could take a little bit of a time lead against Gebbu here if he can nail this. Excellent. And Gebbu getting that instant HPJ backup. So nice. Kipp taking a little bit of lead here due to that, and they're heading onto the ocean. Races, honestly, both players on a really good pace. Ooh, Gebbu almost taking that stumble right there at the ocean, but makes it across just fine. Now see, that's some like 42 level tech. You see something like that, and just no sweat. You get that quick wall jump, quick recovery too. Sometimes you can do the wall jump and, you have like 5 seconds of hang time, but Gebbu knows, I missed it and I'm going to recover very quickly. Yeah, nice little mock ball. Gebbu also getting that nice little mock ball. Honestly, both of these runners hitting all these insane tricks. Like, they're hitting all these insane tricks, and they're so subtle and so quick that it's hard to even bring them all up. But that being said, this is where we might see a divergence in the time. Phantoon having a bit of RNG in this game. And let's see. Oh, Kipp getting that fast. Gebbu also getting the fast. Oh, Gebbu getting a huge air Doppler right there. Okay, Kipp getting that fast mid. Let's see if he can get the 2 round here. Wow. Okay, did both of these players get a fast mid? Is that what I'm seeing here? Both fast mid 2 round? All right, well, you know what? I was expecting one of the players to maybe take a significant lead due to having the patterns, but both of these players just crushing Phantoon. And we have a real good race here. All right. Okay, now, oh my gosh, even the resources are almost identical. Max health, but both of them are lacking a little bit of the power bombs, only having 2. I think you want an extra one if possible, so we'll see what happens later on. But here we go. Wow, Gebbu getting that subtle, wall jump through the door into that room, trying to save those frames. Okay, and we have both of them grabbing the super pack. Both runners neck and neck, honestly, in very strong paces right now. All right, and coming up, we have the attic. Now let's see what strategies both these runners go for. All right, Kipp doing the more conservative, good strat to the right, and Gebbu going for the optimal strat. So Gebbu's going to try to get the 2-for-1 at the end with the super missile here. Doesn't quite get it, but that's okay. In the end, not really losing any time. Just, didn't get that extra benefit of saving a super missile there. Okay, so here we are, heading over to that bowling. Let's see what kind of farm they can get from here. Oh, Kipp opting not to get the farm. That makes sense. He's got plenty of resources. So does Gebbu, actually. Gebbu had great resources. Oh, Gebbu actually grabbed another power bomb. So that might save him a few seconds here and there. Kipp is going to have to figure out a way to get a few power bombs. So he's going to need 1 for the Maridia tube breaking. And ideally, he has another one to do the optimal strat, leaving high jump boots. Otherwise, he'll have to lose a little bit of time doing a little backup strat, which involves laying a few bombs so you can get a little bomb jump. Something they'll see often in KPDR. I'm sure Kipp will have no issue doing that, but ideally, you can get the optimal strat. So Kipp has a little bit of a lead here, but Gebbu has that extra power bomb on Kipp, and Kipp's probably going to have to farm the crabs to recover from that. This time is actually PB pace, I believe, for both of these runners. That was that 13:32 grab time. This is the kind of run where like these runners will try to probably go for a PB if they can. I mean, they can't rest easy knowing that, you know, who their opponent is, but like this is an incredible time. All right, so we'll see right here if Kipp can grab that extra power bomb. Excellent, grabs 2 power bombs right there. Gebbu doesn't have to get that farm, but I think he had a little bit of a stumble in that room, so didn't get up that make up that time that Kipp had. But both of these runners, great resources. You know, Gebbu has, I would say, excellent resources. But I believe both of them will end up. Nope. Okay, Kipp is going to go ahead and just farm these cactuses. Gebbu will opt to moonfall and just go past. So here's another difficult room right here. Yes, I was gonna say. Okay, both runners taking a little bit of stumble. That's how you know how hard that room is. That second D boost is that's a really hard strat. It's like you have to make your D-pad go neutral for like a few frames and then let go. So both runners having a little stumble there, but they're pretty much equal. All right, so we'll see both these runners grabbing this Spazer Beam. We'll need that to speed up the boss fights in this game. Oh, Gebbu taking a little bit of a stumble and not getting that shot to come out to break the block, so loses a few seconds here. All right, and as I mentioned before, Kipp in previous races has opted to go for Kraid's second. That is a very safe strategy in a race, but I don't think Kipp is going to be doing that today. I think I have to imagine Kipp is, you know, knowing how strong Gebbu is, will opt to go for the PRKD strategy. Ridley second, so we'll be heading down the elevator. Yes. All these players still neck and neck. It's this is amazing. I'm super excited to be calming this. All right, and let's see here. Yes, both runners employing the same strategy, pretty much, where you farm that little Sova on the way down. Let's see if they can get that fast fall kill onto the Sova into the next room. Okay, both players stumbling a little bit there, but as you can see how fast they recover. Almost like if I were to do the optimal strat, their backup is probably faster than mine. That's how fast these players are. Alright, so both players using that power bomb that they earned earlier to get that fast strat through the room. Both players employing the exact same strategy, the farming strategy. Gebbu gets the better door fix, though. It is important to note that when you enter this room, you do kind of want to enter towards the top of the room, otherwise you can lose a little bit of time. So Kipp trying to jump through that room, but I believe landed at the bottom of the room, so lost a second there. Excellent. Honestly, both runners just shredding up this game right now. That room previously was not the easiest room. And up next we have the ice escape. Another pretty important trick. I believe both players will be fine here, but you can lose a little bit of time here if you mess it up. And excellent. Looks like both players getting through it just fine. Excellent. So Kipp deciding to jump through the door. That is the more conservative approach, and wall jumps off that ledge. And the reason you do that is because you will almost always stumble into that room if you just opt to run through it. There is like a very specific spot where you can start your running animation and you won't stumble, and Gebbu went for that. Unfortunately, took that stumble. That being said, we have Upper Rising Tide from Gebbu, and Kipp doing the more standard freer strat, which is just rolling underneath. Gebbu's only saving like a little bit of time there, and for a loss of consistency. That being said, Gebbu nails it, and both runners still neck and neck. All right, interesting. So Kipp opting not to get that left side farm. I believe optimally it is a little faster. You might have seen Gebbu do that. Where you jump up and you farm the one on the left, and then you farm it again on the way out. Kipp opting not to do that. Perhaps just a stylistic thing, or maybe he's just opting to not farm because he's got so many supers, but we'll see. Oh my goodness, these runners are side by side. All right, Gebbu getting that door fix. All right, Kipp maxing out his resources for this race. So Gebbu had one less farm, also got the door fix. So that's the time. That's literally the time difference between these two runners right now. Gebbu opting for the deboost in that room. Kipp opting to just jump down. And Gebbu is grabbing the wave missiles. All right, Kipp also grabbing the wave missiles. Now, it's interesting to note. I was wondering if there was a chance because these runners have been doing, I believe these runners could be on PB pace here. So I was wondering if there was any chance that they would opt to just go for that PV and not grab those wave missiles. That being said, knowing what's on the line here, this is both of these runners could absolutely win this tournament. Not taking any chances because that's a very, very, very optimal. That's the last thing you sort of drop before you're going for like the top times in this category. Because you're only saving a few seconds in the end, on average, at the expense of just like almost completely, I don't know, maybe doubling the chance of you just losing your run in Tourian, basically. All right, so here we have both runners into the lava spark room. We've seen Kipp in the past not do the lava spark and just go for the gravity jump. We'll see if that's the case here. No, Kipp will be going for the lava spark. Gebbu gets the lava spark. Kipp does not get the lava spark, but does not fail the spark, so we'll have plenty of health going into lower Norfair. All right, so Gebbu taking a bit of a lead there. Might also notice that Gebbu did open the pause menu. Gebbu will be doing X Factor strats coming into this Ridley fight. Kipp, I believe, will be going for the beam strats. Actually, I didn't see. If Kipp has wave beam here, then he will also be doing the X Factor strats. Yes, okay, Kipp will also be doing the X Factor strats here. So, definitely one of the scarier strats in this game. You have to sort of run into Ridley a few times in order to get those particles off, but both of these runners more than capable of doing that. Okay, we're getting up that worst room in the game. Kipp right on his tail. It is important to note that this is one of the most dangerous spots of the any percent run. Easily could die in this run, no matter who you are, even both of these runners. Both of these runners being extremely strong. I don't expect it to happen, but it can happen. And I wouldn't even say the odds are extremely low about that. Ooh, okay, Kipp taking a little stumble there. That does mean he has to wait for this key hunter. Excellent, getting across without the damage. Yeah, taking this room, if you do the spark strat, you have to make sure that you don't take any sort of stumble or lag behind because you have to beat that key hunter to the tunnel. Okay, we're getting through the Metal Pirates room. Oh, coming out with some real good resources. Now we have Kipp coming up next. We wants that extra power bomb for those extra strats. Kipp also coming out with amazing resources. All right, now we have Gebbu coming out with the X Factor strat. That's 2 X Factors. Oh, 3. Will he get a 4th? Oh my goodness. Really good X Factors by Gebbu. Okay, we'll have to complete the rest of this fight, though. Meanwhile, we have Kipp. 1. 2. 3. 3 by Gebbu, 3 by Kipp. Okay, both of these fights honestly incredible. Now switching to that Ice Beam to finish off the rest of this fight. Both these players really showing a masterclass of this side. Oh, Kipp getting grabbed there. That is significant. You really want all the health that you can get because you don't want to risk the damage coming out of lower Norfair. Wow, Gebbu getting that grab out of Ridley in the air. And Kipp also killing Ridley. Oh, Gebbu opting to go for the Ridley E-Tank. Interesting. We'll see if Kipp opts to forego this. Kipp will be skipping the Ridley E-Tank. Okay. Gebbu not taking any chances there. We'll see if that, that conservative play will cost him in the end of this. So Kipp is currently in the lead a little bit. That being said, Kipp will have to grab the Phantoon E-Tank. Gebbu might opt to skip that due to having 3 tanks at the moment. You do need 3 tanks to complete this game. That being said, one of the reasons you would grab that is, this is the most dangerous part of the run right now in terms of dying. Oh, and Gebbu taking some damage there. Maybe it was a wise decision to grab that. But that being said, Kipp has so much health right now that I really just don't expect him to die here. He's got amazing resources coming out of here. Ooh, Gebbu taking a little hit on that wasteland strat. Kipp was able to nail that. That does cost a few seconds. Kipp definitely taking a little bit of a lead, although it's hard to say because he is a fanfare behind. Kipp getting through that King Hunter shaft, no problem. Gebbu also getting through there with no problem. So I'm wondering at this point if Gebbu wishes he didn't grab that because he's executing this very well. Okay, here we have the 3 Musketeers. Kipp has plenty of health there. Oh, taking a little bit of stumble. That can ruin the room. Okay, excellent. So you hit one thing in this room, and this room really just falls apart. You really have to nail everything in this room. You bump one thing, which Kipp did, and you see he took 2 hits there. That's 100 damage. Very often you only have 80 HP coming to that room, so if you mess up that room, it's lights out. It can absolutely be lights out. But luckily, Kipp had the good HP, and made it just fine. Wow, Gebbu and Kipp both getting that ball boost going into the Bubble Mountain room. Extremely tight tricks. Nailing both. So definitely keep in mind, this run is still neck and neck. The only difference here is that Kipp has to actually grab another E-Tank, and this will be after Phantoon. And so if Gebbu opts not to grab that, they're pretty much identical in terms of where they are in the position. All right, so Gebbu taking a few little stumbles there. That's where you can see, Kipp has just been trucking on with that consistency. But Gebbu has saved a little bit of time, with some harder tricks. But we have both players going over to the Crate fight. Oh, Kipp getting a little extra super there. That was pretty nice. Don't think it really matters because Kipp will be pretty much maxing out his supers in this upcoming fight. Let's see if Kipp can get that nice dash jump through the door. Excellent, executed. And let's see if Gebbu can get it. Nice. It's a very, very finicky timing to get that jump through the door. Okay, Kipp doing some lag reduction strats by opting to kill the nails underneath the ground. I don't actually think that Gebbu opts to do that strat. So, that could, be that's a little advantage for Kipp. It looks like Gebbu is getting a little bit of Crate lag right here. But both players making short work of Crate, no issues here. Kipp's resources are insane. Now, if Kipp wants to be extra safe here, he may want to opt to missile the mini Crate. That's because he's got maximum supers, and if mini Crate can't give him supers, it's going to give him health. So, we'll see if That is an option for Kipp. He's got missile selected. Yes, okay, so that's some veteran knowledge by Kipp, knowing that that little extra health is going to help him in Maridia. You don't really need that much because you will get the Phantoon E-Tank. But, yep, just got to be definitely showing his knowledge of the game right there. All right. We have both players heading into Maridia. And let's see here. Gebbu getting that nice little wiggle to fix that. If you are frame too early on that jump, you have to do a little wiggle or else you'll bonk the ceiling. Okay, so coming up next, we have the Phantoon fight. This is something that can go wrong. If one of the X Factor particles opts not to land, you can easily lose 20 seconds here. And that is really, really big for both these runners right now. Keep getting the top pattern. Excellent. That was looking a little scary for a second, but keep recovering just nicely. Gebbu also getting the top pattern. Are they on? Man. It's almost like the RNG is locked. Okay, so Gebbu has a lot of health. We'll see if Gebbu opts to get this E-Tank. Gebbu is not going for the E-Tank. So both runners neck and neck once again. Going into the full half room. I can't stress enough how amazing it is that both these runners are so neck and neck. This is amazing. That being said, this next fight is another turning point where someone can lose time. It's absolutely, you know, even a little bit of RNG, even if they both get the 2 rounds, some patterns are faster than the others. But we'll see. Ooh, Gebbu taking a little turret hit there. It's something you never want to happen. Because you really want all that energy for sparking. If these players do not get the 2-round spark, or stumble a little bit with the spark, a lot of dangerous things can happen, and you can easily lose 30 seconds. Both players opting to go for the range dance strategy. I think both players got great hits there. Same pattern. Oh, Gebbu taking... Okay, Kipp getting an instant recovery, but Gebbu has... Oh, Gebbu gets the spike suit. Kipp also gets the spike suit. Okay, so Kipp taking a little bit of stumble there, but not really losing any time. Not much time at all. We're still neck and neck. Yeah, Kipp taking a little bit of a lead there. Both players spike suiting across. Gebbu's health is actually kind of low. Kipp's definitely got the better resources right now. So I imagine Kipp will opt to go for the farm in the Maridia exit room. Gebbu absolutely has to get that farm. Oh, Gebbu taking a little stumble there. This is crucial. Ooh, Gebbu, that block right there. He has to shoot that block. So you can see just like each individual room. That is not the most complicated room. That being said, every room in this game is hard to do optimally, and the caliber that these runners play at, if you take one little stumble, then you know you're going to be left in the dust. So Kipp will take a little bit of a farm here. He already has really great resources. And Gebbu absolutely has to farm. His health is absolutely hurting here. He may have to do more than one farm actually, otherwise he's going to have to rely on some heavy RNG from the Metroids. Yes. Oh, has no health going. He's going to have to keep farming. Yeah, you really want like at least 100 health, and that's kind of like the bare minimum because if you don't have 100 health going into Tourian, some strats don't even will just immediately get you killed in the first Metroid room. That being said, there is a little bit more time to. There's one little last part where you can get some farm, and that is going to be the Pirates room heading to G4. But yes, Kipp taking the lead here. Okay, so Kipp opting to do some strategies where he delays a little bit on those shots so he can collect those drops. I believe Gebbu is going to also do that. That being said, Gebbu has 7 supers. So, you know, this honestly is going to come down to Tourian. Ooh, Gebbu being really aggressive here. Gebbu employing the strategy where he will be skipping those drops. So trying to save that little extra second at the cost of, you know, maybe a super here, a little is like a super, missile pack, and a small health. Not the biggest thing. Gebbu does have better supers than Kipp. However, Kipp is extremely healthy. Gebbu's health is very concerning. Absolutely can die in the first Metroid room. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but I would be extremely nervous coming into the first Metroid room with 101 health. Alright, so re-enabling that Ice Beam for this, and let's see how this Tourian is executed. Plenty of time for a shift in the lead here. Okay, Kipp opting to do a very consistent looking strat, and gets just enough farm. And we have to watch Gebbu right here. Okay, gets a good chunk of health there. Gebbu does the optimal strat for the M1. Kipp just blazing through Tourian right now. Both runners' resources looking real good right now. So Kipp coming out with perfect resources. Gebbu's looking like he's also going to come out with perfect resources, unless he gets scammed right here. Excellent. Okay, so here we have it. We have the, we have the baby skip. This can be the race. If someone misses this, this can absolutely be the race. That being said, Kipp is on incredible pace right now. Hold your breath. Kipp nailing that baby skip. All right, Gebbu. Oh, Gebbu gets grabbed. Oh no. That is a very significant time loss. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So Gebbu will have to do the health refill after this, and ultimately this is going to cost him about 30 seconds. Kipp did not save in that fight, so he can absolutely, Kipp can still lose here. Some missiles can get eaten, Mother Brain can kill him. Ooh, he's taking a little bit of extra damage there. So at this point, this is Kipp's race to lose. Whoa, okay, that turret trying to snipe Kipp right there. All right, Kipp taking a little bit extra damage on the Ringo, 10 less health to work with here. Cannot go under 300 HP. So that 49 with the 3 pink bars, that 49 is all he has. Most of Mother Brain's attacks will be doing 30 HP, so has very little room to work with here. Ooh, Kipp taking a little bit of damage there. Oh, okay. Gebbu starting the Mother Brain fight. Oh my goodness. These patterns are not... Mother Brain is not being generous to Kipp right now. Oh my gosh, Kipp not taking the damage by landing right in the center of the ball. Oh! This is one of the scariest mother brain fights I've ever seen. Oh, Gebbu taking a little bit of damage there too. Kipp getting through the Mother Brain 2 fight. I cannot stress how incredible getting through that fight was, given the circumstances and patterns that Mother Brain was giving Kipp. Coming out with 9 HP. The last dangerous part of this run. Gebbu also getting through this fight just fine. One last catch up. I think that might be it. Oh, one more catch up right there. Okay. And Gebbu also heading into that Mother Brain 3 fight. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Kipp absolutely has ice in his veins, quite literally. I asked Kipp about this in his last race if he was ever concerned, because he opted not to take a safety save in a situation where he had a significant advantage. And Kipp said, you know, I've done low ice, I've got great times in that. And he's like, I'm just not concerned. I think if I can't do the Mother Brain 3 fight, then I don't think I deserve to win. That's literally what he said last time. Kipp showing an excellent masterclass in what you have to do in that Mother Brain fight 2 to live, because those were very unkind patterns. All right, so Kipp with a pretty commanding lead at this point, just has to finish off this Mother Brain 2 fight. Mother Brain 3, sorry. Alright, so we have Mother Brain 3 down for Kipp. And I've got to say, this pace is looking quite incredible. Kipp might be on PB pace here. Kipp's previous PB being a 42.31. See if he can nail this Tourian. So Kipp is playing actually a little bit more than just for this race here. Looking good so far. Leodoc's room, time where you could absolutely lose some time here. Alright, Kipp gets that moonfall. Alright, so we have one last trick here for Kipp. He has to nail this Behemoth Spark. Absolutely has to land this. Okay, and the final difficult room. Parlor and then a little bit of RNG. Oh, Kipp absolutely nailing this Parlor. Kipp finishes! Kipp takes first place in this race with an official racetime.gg time of 42 minutes and 23 seconds. That, I believe, is a 10-second PB from Kipp. Or something around that line, around like 8 to 10 second PB. That is an incredible time. Pulling off the race PB when you have a 42 is so incredible. I can't even, words can't express how incredible that is, especially given that Gebbu coming out with, you know, Gebbu has the better PV in this race. And taking down Gebbu and knocking him into the loser bracket. Incredible race by both runners. Gebbu coming up and finishing this run here. Alright, Gebbu getting a little bit of steam right there, but finishing this time with an official racetime.gg time of 43 minutes and 14 seconds. Both elite times. GG to both runners. What an incredible race we had here. Wow, I can't stress enough how amazing this race was. I can't believe Kipp pulls out a personal best in a run versus one of the strongest players in this tournament. You know, I have to say, Gebbu is definitely someone that could absolutely just take down the whole tournament. You know, Lynx, the first seed of this tournament, has stressed many times that he was afraid of Gebbu in this tournament. That being said, Kipp pulling out the 42. The low 42 PB in this run. Oh my goodness. What that's just so incredible. Hats off to both these runners. Oh my goodness. I'm at a loss for words. We'll see if we can get either of these runners in here for an interview. But absolutely, this race did not. You know, the game itself. I think the game itself knew that that we wanted a good run here. We had the same patterns for Phantoon. We had the same Dragon pattern. We had the same, just everything else. Everything turned out so great. And here we have Gebbu and Kipp. Any words for us, Kipp and Gebbu?
No, man. Congrats on the PB, Kipp.
Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you, Gebbu. I was telling Gebbu in the race channel chat after it was over. I guess technically I owe him this PB because I guess he brought out the competitive fire in me to try to play well today. Yeah, this was a straight PB for me. I haven't done a run since the last race, but I have practiced some, and I practiced a good bit today and last night. So I don't want to give the impression that I'm just like, sitting around and then this just happened. I was practicing some and trying to get some stuff kind of sorted out.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd bop me there. bring more humiliation.
No, well, I don't know. Let's put it this way. I don't know if there's any way I could humiliate you. You got your first 42, and then 8 days later got 42-14. I've had a 42 for almost 2 years now, and just barely got a 2x. So,
I had 42-58 for like 6 months, I think. But
oh, did you? I thought that you had it like you had just gotten it and then flipped it around and got one, because I was about to say that is a crazy progression. Yeah, but no, man, this was a fun race. I was really looking forward to this one. I'm the type of person that I really enjoy racing like top quality competition, win or lose. Like, to me, I have more fun losing in a good race than I do like winning in a race that's kind of lopsided. So this was a lot of fun for me, and GG Gebbu, not only on this race, like you had a great performance yourself, but also your PB. Plus, you're not knocked out. I'm sure you'll continue on further in the bracket.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll play together again.
I would love that. I would think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy to think. So Kipp, you definitely came out with the win this time, but even getting a low 43 in a race setting is incredible. It's not nothing to scoff at. Absolutely. These times are absolute incredible times for the race. I think these might be some of the best times in this tournament so far, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. And, like, you can accuse me of being biased here. I try to honestly keep things pretty objective, but I felt like this was the matchup of the round and the tournament so far. Obviously, I know there's still a bunch of other great players and there'll be some great races, but I felt like Gebbu, he's obviously one of the best players in the tournament. He's playing really well. I think today's race is a good indication of that. And I kind of just going into this, I kind of felt like I was rounding into shape too, kind of getting some of the D-rust off, and felt like I was kind of due for a pretty good performance. And, luckily for me, the game cooperated a good bit and was generous. And I had several flubs, as I'm sure Gebbu did as well. I mean, nobody ever plays perfectly, but I felt like this was going to be a really, really good competitive race. And so I am pumped, like super. I honestly, like, I'm really happy about the PB. I'm surprised, but happy, but I'm more pumped that we had like a really good competitive match start to finish. So GG Gebbu, that was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy with the way I played too. Some some fumbling there in the late game, but was overall happy with my time. So, GG.
Absolutely. And Kipp, I have one last question for you.
What's up?
How'd you feel about that Motherbird 2 fight?
Well, you know what's funny, Eddie? First of all, like I said last time, I think you asked me a question about saving, and I basically made the statement that, you know, if I can't execute that fight, then I don't deserve to win the race, right? And as soon as I got popped, like the funny thing was I got hit by an extra Rinka because I messed up the last Zeb or whatever. And when I got hit, I looked at my health and I said, well, I can survive two onion rings, but that's about it. And then when I got popped by both of them so early, my first thought was, oh my God, in this interview, I'm going to have to explain to Eddie how I choked after I talked a bunch of shit in the last one. So anyway, I'm glad that I was able to pull it out. But yeah, that was not, you know, the best sequence. But I also like to point out Mother Brain was pretty frisky with me, like especially after I got popped. I'm actually pretty pumped that I got through that. So it was pretty exhilarating.
So we got to see that expression off your other face, that big smile you had after that fight was over. But yeah, in the end, so yeah, Gebbu, I think you got grabbed by that baby in the end. But
Yeah.
you know, it seems like Kipp still wasn't giving you much leeway there. But
That was real close on MB2 as well. It was like
Yes.
super close to getting chained by the onion rings. But
yes, I believe
I could finish the run. So
I think if I saw correctly, Mother Brain 1 also ate one of your missiles, but you were running 2010 in this situation.
yeah, I got the turrets. Got the first missile there, but
Okay, so definitely a wise choice to run 2010 in this tournament,
Yeah.
given what happened right there.
yeah, that turret has screwed me over too many times. So
But yeah, excellent race to both of you. Really excited. I'm so glad I got to comment this one. Do you have any last words for your fans, both of you?
Gebbu, I'll let you start.
no, not really. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, Eddie. Thanks for the
Absolutely.
race, Kipp. That was a great time.
Yeah, thank you, Gebbu. GG to you, and obviously good luck in the future races. Again, I don't think this is Gebbu's last race by any stretch of the imagination. And honestly, I really feel, I guess, a couple things. Going into this next one, I think I'll be facing Lynx. I said up front at the beginning of this tournament, and I'll say it again, I have a tremendous respect for every single runner, and there's a bunch of really good competitive guys at the top. But I do believe that Lynx should be the favorite in this tournament. He's the #1 seed, but also like he's just a really, really consistent, competitive gamer who I, you know, respect a lot in terms of his Super Metroid ability. This will be our third any percent race in an official tournament. We're 1-1, so it'll be kind of a fun rubber match, and I'm excited to race him too. But just want to say thank you to everybody who watched. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kind of glad I lost now. I don't have to run against Lynx.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead.
Well, you say that now, you might get him later. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much. Eddie, thanks for the comms, and you know, we'll see you in the next round.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, so I think that about does it for this race. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in for this amazing race by, you know, Kipp and Gebbu. Please give both these runners a follow. Super excited to have them come this race. You know, this was the winner's bracket, so no one is out of the tournament yet. Gebbu still has time to tear it up in the loser's bracket, and maybe they can be in the finals. But yes, thanks everyone so much for tuning in. And that about does it for this round. So from all of us at SpeedGaming, thank you so much, and see you next mission.